My name is Leslie Yanisic.
My name is John Tetchka.
My name is Glenn Brown.
My name is Kylie Stoner.
My name is Tressa Holodnik.
My name is Julian Barkin.
I am a junior communication major, marketing minor.
I'm a freshman communication major.
I'm an English major.
I am a junior history and politics double major here on campus at St. Vincent College.
I'm a freshman bioinformatics major.
I'm a junior communication major and children's studies minor.
My first theater experience here at St. Vincent College was with the Gilbert and Sullivan Players, and I kind of just had a smaller role in it. It was really fun to do, and it was something different than just playing volleyball. Then my next experience was this year, actually. I was part of the company production of Showstoppers, and honestly, it changed my life. I learned to have more confidence in myself through doing the company. You meet a lot of great people who kind of push you, but push you in a good way, push you to reach your potential and strive to do bigger and better things. So I will definitely carry that with me to always strive to be better than I am.
I was part of all three theater groups these past 2 semesters here, the company, the players, and Gilbert and Sullivan. And being a part of theater definitely gives you responsibilities. You're responsible for yourself and what you do on stage, and you're responsible for what others do on stage and how you interact with others on stage. One of the main things that theater does and teaches is working with a team, and that no matter what you're doing in that team, every task that's done is important. It needs to be done correctly and together to get anything accomplished. So if there's one thing I've learned from theater that will help me throughout anything I do here in college and after, it's how to work with a team.
Coming here from New Jersey, it's hard to find, a familial base, a way to fit in. But coming to the theater, I was immediately surrounded by all these people who had common interests with me. I was able to find a new family, sort of, and make the theater my new home.
My first show was 9 to 5, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I was very hesitant at first to go into a new group my sophomore year. I wasn't involved freshman year at all. I didn't even go see the shows. But I really wanted to get back into performing, and so I went in and they welcomed me with open arms, and ever since then I've done every single show that I've been here each semester. And I even decided to direct this past semester in the spring, and I'm now elected vice president for the company for my senior year, which is really exciting. This group has absolutely changed my life. I have so much more confidence. I feel like I have a place now. My freshman year, I just wandered around into separate groups and tried to really find myself. But I did find myself through the company and through the music. It really helped me to relax and be more confident with myself. It helps with public speaking. It really helps in the way I present myself because it just provides an escape from the 2 major stressful life. And I absolutely love it and wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Because I'm a freshman, I just started with the company this year. I performed in Drowsy Chaperone in the fall, and then the company cabaret, which was called Showstoppers, this spring. I was one of the gangsters in Drowsy Chaperone, and for the cabaret, I was actually choreographer and performer as well. I've been doing theater for most of my life. I did it from junior high all the way up to this point being in college. And I feel like theater, you really get to express yourself. It's very much a place where you can find yourself and kind of explore who you are and what type of characters you can play. In addition, it's kind of an escape at times, in times of trouble when it comes to school or family or anything like that. It's really a place where you can kind of get away from all those stressors and just relax. Theater's always been an escape for me, and I feel like that's how theater's supposed to be. You're not supposed to go to a show and just sit and watch reality. It takes you away from everything around you. For 2 hours, you just sit and watch something completely different than life itself.
I've been an active member of the company since my freshman year. The first show I was a part of was Little Shop of Horrors, and it was a great group of students there. I got to know so many people, and ever since then I've just been involved with the company, whether it's in the show itself or as a part of the board members. and I've also helped in small ways with the St. Vincent Players and Gilbert and Sullivan. I think theater is so important to me because there's such a relationship that you form with each cast. I've been doing shows since even high school, and every cast and every crew and every show that you do, you learn something different, whether it's something you learn on stage or behind the scenes, or even just meeting a new person. You form so many different relationships and you get to know so many different things, and each show is just a different learning experience, and I wouldn't trade that for the world.
Some of my fondest memories while doing theater at St. Vincent College would probably be this semester with the company. On Sunday night, they have a little farewell thing before the show for the seniors, and everyone was crying because everyone made really good connections and friendships with the seniors, and it being my first year with the company, I was just crying because everyone else was crying. Another fond memory for me would probably be opening night and stepping onto the black box to sing 21 Guns and turning around and being just blinded by the lights that were shining on me. It was just a surreal moment.
So I've played a lot of characters on stage just this past year, and I've had the opportunity to do many different things. I have a lot of great memories from everything, whether it was dying on stage in a kilt, having my first on-stage kiss, being totally inept with various weapons, swords, guns, knives. All fantastic memories I will always carry with me. But one in particular is a role that I played where I was totally silent throughout the entire show until the very end when I spoke. But throughout the entire thing I had to emote and act through body gestures and through facial expressions. And so that was something different. It was a great thing when eventually I did talk and got a very positive reaction to that. Just one of the many great memories I've made just this past year alone.
I have to think my most fondest memory of doing theater here was during freshman year, during house. My favorite theater moment would have to be freshman year when I was doing a scene with Matt Elam and Steve Sherman, two graduates of the school.
Mitchell Majera and I were dance partners, but neither of us showed up to the same rehearsal until the day before we had an audience. And so there was a part where he was supposed to lift me and then we would do a turn and it would be really pretty and really nice, but he actually ended up throwing me since we were never in sync. So he threw me and I kicked the lead, and it was just really bad and really embarrassing. But through that, that's how we became absolute best friends, and so I would have to say that's my favorite memory.
I came here touring my senior year of high school, trying to figure out where I wanted to go, and I requested that I could have lunch with company members, just to kind of get a feel for what it was like to be in the group. I'll never forget how welcoming and supportive they were that one day that I had lunch with them. And once I decided to come here and I got to see them during the club fair, it's like nothing had ever changed. And that support and such welcoming feeling has stayed even through all of my shows, especially when I choreographed this past spring. It has never died. They've always been there for me, and I can always rely on the company to be my family.
A company memory of mine that I will always cherish is during one show, the lovely Mandy Slowey was about to go on stage, but she had just realized that she had a cough drop in her mouth, and she couldn't go on stage singing and dancing. So because I was the closest in the wing, she came over to me, she spit out the piece of cough drop into my hand, and she said, "I am so sorry, I am so sorry," and left to go on stage with the candy in my hand. That is something I will never forget.